What's up, party people? Taking a quick look at the DAMTOYS 1/12 scale SAS CRW Pocket Elite Series Assaulter and Breacher. This is the first venture for DAMTOYS into the 12th scale market. They actually have a pretty decent presence in the 6th scale market in the military figures arena. I have completely geared up the Breacher, and I have not completely geared up the Assaulter, and that'll make sense here in a minute. Let's look at some accessories. The way these come packaged, one package is the same for both, so we're just going to look at this one. You get a concussion grenade, this walkie-talkie with radio, and a tiny, tiny wire. And then you get a plethora of hands. I'm not going to go into what hands are what, but you get a bunch of hands plus the two that are on it. That trade's the same on both. These things come armed to the teeth. The weapons that come with the Assaulter, you get a modified MP5 right here with a additional stock. You get a MP5 regular. You get a P226 pistol with extended magazine. You get an axe. You get a bunch of magazines and a couple more concussion grenades. And then there was just a random magazine in there. It's kind of floating around. So decent enough weapons. There's not a ton of paint on them. There are some details. Oh, the most important part. It comes with part of the ladder. That's right, part of the ladder. So, our other guy here, the Breacher, let's look at what's not on him. So he comes with the same hands, concussion grenade, and radio with mic. And then he comes with a R870 tactical shotgun. And then there's an extra clip and an extra magazine. Not a clip, rather, it's a stock. So let's take a look at him geared up real quick. So as you can see, he holds his gun well. And that is a MP5A5 submachine gun that he's got. And he's also got his crowbar tool here. The crowbar tool is very well done. It is painted well, and it's got some looks like some washes and stuff on it. I don't know. It looks really nice. It looks really nice. This thing is really fiddly, and the reason I say that, so the little radio goes in the pouch here, which I had to use my trusty Ace Milo's Magic Spudger to get a lot of this in. So the radio goes there, and then you get the mic up here, and this cord goes through. My mic came off the cord really quick. I don't know if it was supposed to, but it came out. It just literally sticks in the slot. It looks really cool, but the problem is if you turn his head, bonk, it falls off every time. So you just got to be careful. They also come with a D-ring and this other, it's like some sort of carabiner hook down here in their crotch, and it kind of just dangles the angle of the dangle, right? He's also got the pistol sidearm here, which is a P226 pistol, and his two magazines go in this holster. So that's really cool that accessory fits right on there. His two concussion grenades flash grenades rather, go in his chest here. These two spots right here. This knife is on both figures, and this is something I don't care for. They got all these accessories here, there, and everywhere, but this is just a static piece. This knife is just a piece of plastic that just hangs out there, and I'm not crazy about that. Around back, he's got a bunch of different pockets in the back that are really just filler. They don't contain anything. They're just little pieces of foam in there to space them out. And then he's got this giant butt pack here. I don't know what he keeps in there, but whatever. Overall, it's really impressive. They did both come with let's get him to stand up here. they came with this strip of orange, little bitty tiny orange strips of sticker. If you look at the promo pictures, they look like they're wrapped around some of the gun parts and magazines and stuff. I don't know if that's just something from the SAS, the Special Air Service, or what, but you get those as well. Articulation-wise, we'll look at the one that's not geared up. And I will gear him up by the end of this so we can see what they both look like. So we've got double jointed elbows, which is nice. We've got double jointed knees, which is nice. This bothers me for some reason. He doesn't have socks or anything. So you see skin tone when his pants ride up. I mean, that's just a tiny gripe, but it's still a gripe. There's no ankle pivot at the ankle, but you get, I guess, a little bit of a boot rocker. So, you know, you get about that much. The tailoring on it is very well done as well. No complaints there, especially getting down this small of a scale. The head articulation is pretty incredible, to be honest. Never think I've seen articulation like this before. So if you take off the head, you've got a neck joint. Then you've got a double ball peg into this thing that the head goes on. So you can get just absolutely crazy head articulation out of this thing. That's nuts. So the hood's wired. The hood goes up and down really easy, and it's wired. You get that. Looks like a lot of this tactical gear comes off. I'm not going to take it off at the moment, at least. Let's do a little bit of size comparison here so you guys can see where these guys scale with some other figures. Up first is a Marvel Legends Everett Ross suited body. It's about on scale there. Let's do a bigger Marvel Legends figure. Here's Luke Cage. And of course, he's a big guy anyways, but he just towers over him. Let's look at a Mezco next. Here's the Captain, or Steve Rogers, rather. And he's about the right height. And challenge of the day, let's see if he'll stand up. A Mafex Batman. I'm going to move him for him. He's not going to stand up, so I'll hold him. He's a little bit taller than these guys. So, all in all, they're a true 1/12 scale, whereas a lot of the figures we have here in the States are more of a heroic 12 scale. But I think they'll get the job done for your tactical guys and SWAT team, fighting Punisher, or whatever you got going on. Oh, the ladder. Let's see. We have two parts of ladder here, right? So it looks like yep, they just slide in together. And there you go. There's your ladder. So I will say that these are very well done, but they are challenging to get where you want them to go as far as getting all the gear on. Now, I have very large hands. You know what that means, right? Very large gloves. I had to use a spudger a lot. Shout out to the Ace Milo's Magic Spudger. To get all the little fiddly bits in, to get the radio in, to get the grenades in his pouch, to get these little bits that dangle down. It was a little challenging to get all that together. And I think that's just nature of the beast when you take something that's 6 scale and scale it down, by half. You kind of have some issues around, is it too much? And I know that sounds silly because we always want more. And these things look great, but I don't know how much I'll ever want to mess with them because of fiddly things like his radio is going to fall off every time I mess with it. Things like that. So there's probably some things I could do. I could probably glue it on there because I'm never going to take it off. That kind of stuff. Overall, I think it's a fair purchase. These are readily available for about $70 a piece. I paid a little bit less than that at a show this weekend. This is the first time that DAMTOYS has come out with a 12th scale. So it was exciting to see a company with a name come out with these smaller figures, whereas we do have other companies that are coming out with, detailed 12th scale military style figures, but it's companies that on the surface you don't know who they are. So, DAMTOYS is putting their name on this like this. They've got some other stuff coming out, some like urban assault kind of guys. They could have added a head sculpt of some kind, would have been nice, but we didn't get that. That here we are. So I think this is a solid purchase if you're into the military stuff, or if you just kind of want some, not necessarily goons, but military guys for your bad guys to fight or swarm or whatever. And you can army build the hell out of these. I mean, you can take the vest and stuff off, up the hoods up, down, however you want to do it. So there's tons of options there as well. Second time around went a lot better. It went a lot quicker than the first, just because I kind of knew what I was trying to do. So in this little part right here on the assaulter, you've got 3 grenades and a radio that you have to put in. I don't know if you can even see it with his gun holding it, but yeah, all that stuff's right there. It's very hard to get it all piled in. The antenna did come off of the radio, but it just plugs back in. And the microphone on the radio seems to be a little, it does have a little bit of tension. You probably could pull it out if you wanted to. But there you go. All in all, I'm really happy with these, other than some of these little fiddly bits. And it's just the fact that they're scaling it down with so much detail. I'm afraid you're going to get some of that. A couple of little things that did bother me is this tool doesn't really fit in his hand. It just falls out like that because it's not tight enough of a grip. That's kind of a bummer. That, and I don't know, this just drives me nuts, man. That fake, it just sticks out to me like a sore thumb, because there's so much other detail on here, and then you just have that plastic knife sheath thing stuck on the vest. So all in all, I'm happy that I bought these. I will probably continue to pick this line up. I'm excited to see what else they come up with. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel here. We are new, just getting started. Shout out to my own personal Thunder Thief, Harvey_Dent on Instagram, for his assisting with editing of these videos. You can find Crashbox on Facebook and Instagram and crashbox.com. And hang around for some pictures after this. Thanks for checking us out.